Major push going down here at Evans Natural. Very well force field. Very... Oh, man, you guys can tell I'm tired, aren't I? We do have some epic repairing going down on this bunker, though. That bunker alone might be able to, enough to repel this push, and there they go. Oh, get that stock. Oop, there goes a sentry. A very low stalker here, but we do have a lot of zealots reinforcing. Try and get another bunker up, but he needs to get some more units down here pronto. That medevac is kind of a game changer, but he doesn't have enough energy. There we go. Got some more units reinforcing. In an engagement at this point, though, I would tend to favor the protoss. Unless those SCVs get in there. That bunker's toast. Zealots are going down, though, and they're the only thing that's soaking up most of this fire. As soon as those zealots are dead, we do see the stalkers and sentries pulling back. Against this many marauders and just marines, I don't see why he stops producing stalkers and just goes into zealots. Get that charge upgrade, and zealots become one of the most powerful units, tier 1 units in the game. They're very good at dealing with marauders with that concussive shell. Just the charge nullifies that shell, and it drops them right into range to knock them out. We do see GhosTee go for this third expansion, but this flying factory here will spot that as soon as it drops. And we're just going to leave it alone. Looks like we have a drop going into the back of Evans' base from GhosTee. That pylon is going to spot it pretty quickly, and let's see how quickly GhosTee responds. Very nice drop there. See, attacking the mineral line is the most priority 1 target, in my opinion. Now, I don't know if I would have yeah, I probably would have pulled back. Those zealots would have done a lot of nasty damage. The stalkers there are going to pretty much defend this mineral line, no problem. If I were this medevac, I would just swing him around and see if we can drop him here at the expansion. We do have that third going down. Looks like this small force of stalkers managed to chase away this this factory. Decides to get out of there with its health mostly intact. We do see a large bio ball beginning to form with quite a bit of medevac support forming on GhosTee's side. GhosTee is doing a very good job keeping his energy low for on his command centers. Something I'm not seeing very well from GhosTee on his nexuses. Stalker's still just chilling here at the back. Just needs 2 of them. But that medevac still here waiting, and there it goes. Nope, nope. Get out of there. Yep, there you go. Let's just chill there for a little longer. We do see a major push coming down to the bottom here, knocking out some of these pylons. That stim seemed really aggressive to me. But I can understand wanting to get into an open area before your opponent can. It prevents your opponent from pulling a concave on you, which I will repeatedly say is you never want to fight into a concave. Worst positioning possible. We do have a pylon over here still, not really grabbing the Exile Naga tower. But we do have an epic probe going here away on that factory. I don't know why this landed. Maybe to prevent another expansion for a little while. Do have a single zealot poking down here to see how things are going over here. An additional command center going up the gold mineral patch, but those rocks are... Oh, there they go. Excuse me. We have a large gateway army coming up here, mostly stalkers and sentries, just enough stalkers and zealots, just enough sentries to pull off a decent amount of force fielding. And it looks like they might get, and they're going to swing into the side here. Almost went by each other, but they caught each other. Those charge lots are going to start doing horrific amounts of damage. And GhosTee basically forced this engagement with those force fields. See how these guys were trying to pull back, but because of those force fields, they had to re-engage. It's the dangerous power of force fields. It forces your opponent into engage in a situation that they don't really want. It's getting away from this command center. That's not a good idea. Few more charge lots. We just see how devastating these charge lots are being. Just soaking up so much damage, distracting a lot of fire from these stalkers and sentries. And as we see, as soon as those zealots go down, these marauders start to push in, and those sentries have to retreat. But as soon as more stalkers come in, we see the marauders pull back a little bit. These sentries are getting awfully low on energy. Flying command center maybe gets a repair. There we go. It's getting rescued. Alright. I would hate to see that burn down to nothing just because there were no SCVs in the area. We have a large reinforcement not large, but we see quick reinforcements coming from Evan here. He's doing a good job keeping his macro up to speed. Both players are doing really well as far as macro concerned. I will note that GhosTee is not managing his nexuses very well, and his gas is getting very out of control. Get some DT or some High Templar or something. We see the stim coming down, and nice force fields forcing a bottleneck there. But there's too many stalkers in this marauder heavy army, and we see GhosTee continually pull back here. It looks like this is going heavily in Evan's favor here. A lot of medevacs providing so much support. A couple of them are really low, but as long as they're still there, they're still providing their healing. Kind of an early stim there. I don't know if I agree with that, the timing on that stim, but it's proving to be effective. A lot of zealots here. We see a re-stim going down, and then the medevac starting to try and pick these guys back up, get them back to full health. More zealots coming in the back. That pylon cancels them out, though. I don't agree with running up onto the ramp, but it seems he had enough forces that it didn't matter at this point. Single force field going down. I don't know what the point of that was, but hey, looks like good game. We do see Evan doing a lot of damage here to GhosTee's natural. Shuts down that forge early. A couple more reinforcements coming in. We do see the stutter step coming into play, which is almost essential against zealots here. No charge on the zealots yet, which I do not agree with, especially against a concussive-based army such as this. Just, you gotta have that charge. It's the only way to stay on top of your opponents. A lot of trying to get some more zealots bundled up back here. These probes are going to get cut off really hard, though. A lot of probes going down here. Looks like the third was taken out by a small strike force from Evan. More zealots coming down here. Stim wears off, and he's just going to sit up there, re-stim, and starts the stutter step again. And we see the GG coming from GhosTee. Very well. We saw a lot of bio push, a lot exclusively bio from Terran, and I would have to say against Protoss, that's probably their biggest, strongest point in their army is their bio against Protoss. That's all I'm saying is PVT is almost exclusively bio early game. And we didn't see any introduction of Colossus or High Templar, which basically forced let Evan here do whatever he wanted with his bio ball, because he could continue to stutter step, continue to stim and move out of the way, and just re-heal with these medevacs. Without those charge lots or blinks, there was no way GhosTee was going to be able to keep up with this this army that Evan had managed to build. Anyway, this is Phobos. If you want to see your own gameplay on here or have any questions, comments, concerns, critique, please give us feedback on how we're doing. Send it to BronzeLeaguePerspective@hotmail.com. And thank you for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you next time.